This daily dose is brought to you by Pirate.Black. ARRR!
There was a time when a pirate was free to make his own way in the world. That time is coming to an end. They say those who seek privacy must have something to hide. Today, you'll decide. Is privacy an inherent human right? And is it a requirement for maintaining the basic human condition with dignity and respect? Can a healthy society exist if people don't have their privacy and security protected? Sometimes, in order to seek light, one must face darkness. Inspired by his own set of challenges, a victim of a keylogger incident in 2012, after downloading a malicious app, he started seeking tools and ways to embrace the concept of privacy and security as power. He is leading a new frontier and acts as a guardian for knowledge of privacy and security. In 2015, he began researching the crypto space. He's the president and founder of the Blockchain Privacy Security Adoption Alliance, an industrious man channeling his energy to bring privacy to the 7 seas. He's the advisor of Nightlife Crypto while also managing a data farm. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain of Pirate Chain, Captain Drake.
Everyone, I'm Captain Drafe with Pirate Chain, and we're here in Miami during Bitcoin Week.
It's important to come back to our roots and to remember why we're here.
Pirates, financial freedom.
Because Bitcoin is a complete surveillance coin. The reason why Pirate Chain even exists.
We're here to create an alternative system to that which exists.
He's going to get awarded for Captain Drake.
For those of you who don't know, Pirate Chain is the most anonymous cryptocurrency in existence. Using the ZK Snarks protocol, we shield all of our transactions. We are also secured by delayed proof of work, which notarizes our chain onto Komodo and Litecoin. Privacy is a human right, right? And the thing is that your privacy, whether you realize it or not, is being taken away from you day by day. So examples of this would be for using a MVP card at a grocery store, right? No, it seems harmless. You know, you swipe your card, you have no idea what's going on. Turns out that they're tracking everything that you buy within that store using that MVP card every time you swipe it. So now they have all this data on you that, okay, they know what you're gonna buy, they know how often you buy, they also know, potentially what you're gonna buy in the future, and that's why they do targeted ads, and you're giving away part of your privacy just for that. Now, a more extreme example is, if you didn't know, civil forfeiture. Right? You could be driving in a car and have cash on you because, say, you're going to buy another car, right? Cop pulls you over. One of the things they ask is, do you have any large sums of money? Being honest, you're like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I have 10 grand in my pocket because I'm going to go buy a car. Legally, they can just take it and say, well, we think you're going to do something nefarious with it, and your money's gone. You're not arrested, you're not charged with anything, but your money is charged with something. So now you have to go to court to fight your money. So it's just absolutely ridiculous the things that people can do with just your data, your money, everything in general. Hell, look at Google. You sign up for a Google account and surf the web. They know everywhere you go, everything you do, how long you spend on websites. Absolute insanity. So the key thing is that maintaining your privacy and taking back your privacy is the most important thing that you can probably do for yourself. So one way to do that is using VPNs. right? Everyone these days pretty much uses one, it seems like. You know, there's certain ones that do data logging, there's some others that claim they don't but do, and report stuff to governments, things like that. And there's a very few that are called decentralized VPNs, like for example Sentinel, who's a member of the BPSAA, and you know, they basically have users that you connect to use their internet. You know, so it completely decentralized the process of VPNs, which is great. Now, the important thing too is financial privacy. Without financial privacy, you have no financial freedom. Because if you can't be yourself when you're by yourself, then what the hell are you living for, you know? So one way to do that is by using Pirate Chain or Monero, but specifically, I'm here for Pirate Chain. So privacy coins in general are a huge deal. Hence why you're seeing them rise up, you know, compared to all the other cryptos in the space. Because more every day, you see governments doing chain analytics, you see all these different corporations trying to trace every transaction that happens on the network. For example, Bitcoin. A lot of people are still thinking that Bitcoin is anonymous because, oh, nobody has my name on there. But they can trace your IP. You know, they can find out your address. And from that point, they can see every single transaction you do. You know, that's false privacy, you know. Pirate Chain, you can do anonymous transactions, which are shielded with P2P transactions using ZK snarks, which for those who don't know is zero knowledge proofs. And essentially you can't see any transaction that happens between two users. You can see that a transaction happened, but there's no metadata leakage. So in other words, you can't see addresses, you can't see any amounts, nothing. And why is this important? It's important because if you don't want people looking into your bank account just to see what transactions you do, even if you're an honest person, you know, nobody has any right to actually see what you spend your money on or who you transfer wealth with, you know, but that's the way it is now with Bitcoin, with any other coin that is transparent, with your bank account. I mean, hell, go to your bank account today and be like, yeah, I'm going to withdraw $30,000. What's the first question they'll ask? Why? It's none of your damn business, right? It's my freaking money. I earned it. I put it for safe storage, and now you're telling me that, you know, I can't withdraw it unless I have a good reason? Screw you, you know? Whereas with cryptocurrency, that was the goal to solve. Be your own bank. I mean, granted, in the beginning, it was pretty dangerous for the simple fact that, you know, you lose your private keys, you're screwed, you know? So nowadays, that's one of the goals of actually the BPSAA is to continue with adoption and make things easier for the average day user to actually onboard. I mean, hell, with onboarding, I onboarded one of my friends about 2 months ago. I was like, wow, this is a pain in the ass. I mean, oh, to get Pirate Chain or to get any specific currency, you gotta first get on Coinbase, wait 5 days, buy Bitcoin or whatever, send that to another exchange, then trade for something you want, then download a wallet, it's just, the process is retarded. So over time, that's the goal, is to make things easier, especially when it comes to privacy, right? So with the BPSAA, we have all these different members that focus on certain aspects of privacy, like Pirate Chain, and creating wallets and exchanges that allow you to trade directly from your wallet, so also known as decentralized exchanges. So in order to take back your privacy, you need to first adopt a level of security by using VPNs. You need to transact privately using private cryptos like Monero, Pirate Chain. I would say Zcash, but they're not private because they have 95% of their transactions are public. And currencies like that. And on top of that, don't give away data that you realize that you know is going to be valuable to you later on. I mean, there was even a story about Target where a girl was shopping there, and she started getting ads about, you know, being pregnant, or pregnancy items that people would typically buy. Turns out they knew she was pregnant before she knew. That's how insane is that? You know, I mean, your data is that valuable. And look at Facebook, for example. People who freely use Facebook post all their crap on there. They have all your data now, you know? And what are they making off of you, off of that data for targeted ads? You know how much? Well, how much, yeah, true, but how much, is your data worth to them, technically? How much are you're technically getting paid for that? 12 bucks. If you paid 12 bucks as an individual, they wouldn't have to data mine anybody. 12 bucks. You gave up all of your privacy on Facebook for 12 bucks. So this is why it's important, because you're freely giving away your personal information for nothing in return. Oh, being on a social network, no big deal. There's other social networks out there. But this is why it's important, because otherwise you can have nefarious actors figure out everything about you, figure out where you shop, figure out where you go. They can track your phone, they can track all this stuff, and who knows? If you have a large sum of money, they'll take it. If you use Pirate Chain, they don't know what the hell you have. I tell everyone I have 5 ARRR. Prove me wrong. But yeah, privacy is important, and I hope that you actually learned something about this and made you think a little bit about what your privacy means to you. So, thank you. If you care about your privacy and you care about securing your financial freedom, learn more at pirate.black.
Follow the treasure to pirate.black, because financial privacy today is freedom tomorrow. ARRR!